Welcome back. For dessert, we're going to do a beautiful poached pear with a cinnamon semifreddo. Because we've got our pear straight from the orchard, we don't really want to play the flavours too much, so we're going to keep it simple. Just 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 150 grams of raspberries, and 150 grams of sugar, just to help out that natural sweetness. And so, to your water, just add your vanilla. We just want enough water in there just to cover the pear, because if you put too much water in, then the flavours aren't really going to come through. So add your raspberries as well. And just your sugar. And then we'll just let this come to the boil. So while we wait for that to come to the boil, we'll peel our pear so we can get it in there. We peel our pear because when you cook pear skin, it can become quite bitter. It also means we're going to get a great colour from the raspberries. So we just put that in there, turn it down on low, and we'll let that tick away for about 45 minutes. Semifreddo is a great alternative for ice cream. It's really simple to make at home and you don't need an ice cream churner to make it. To make it, you're going to need 200 ml of cream, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 2 eggs, and 150 grams of caster sugar. To start off with, we just need to grab a bowl and our beaters. Into your bowl, just crack your eggs. You can still see our pear poaching away, just nice on low. So there's 2 beautiful free-range eggs there. And then to that, add your sugar. And then add your cinnamon. Now, we just want to whisk this on low, over a low heat. So just put your bowl over some gently boiling water, and this will give us a nice gentle heat to cook our eggs with. The reason why we do this is to make the mixture nice and soft and fluffy, and it'll give you a really light semifreddo. When you whisk it over heat, it really helps get the most air into the eggs, and it'll also stabilise the mixture. So now this is nice and fluffy, we can take it off, but make sure you continue whipping it because we want it to drop now and thicken up quite a bit. You'll notice it's sort of getting a bit like sticky, a little bit like meringue, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So when you can start to see sort of the patterns of the beaters in your mix, that's when you know it's time to stop. So just put that aside for now and grab your cream because now we need to give this a whip. You want to whip this cream so it's really firm, but you don't want to take it too far but it splits. So it's always better with both of these things to go a little bit under than a little bit over. A good way to tell if your cream's firm enough, just turn the bowl upside down, and if it's strong enough to hold itself in there, then it's going to be strong enough to hold this mixture together. So grab your mix from before and you just want to get your cream in there. Now grab your beaters and just blend it all together. You don't want to do this for too long, otherwise your mixture is going to go runny. You just want it to become well combined and nice and smooth, and then as soon as it is, then you stop. So you can see that starting to come together already, and that'll do it. Turn it off. Now we just need some moulds to put it in. You can set this as a whole big one and then just slice it later, or you can just set it as little ones. I'm just going to do little ones here. So just take your mix. And then just tap them out. And that'll just make sure in the bottom that it's all filled out so you won't have any big gaps. Now just pop these in the freezer. In around an hour they should be ready to serve. So now that our pear's been cooking for 45 minutes, it's nice and soft. You can feel it soft on the flesh. And if you're not sure, just stick a skewer in or something and it should just go through easily. But we're going to pop this in the fridge now to cool down. And I'll just grab out one I've already done. This has just been chilling for around 15-20 minutes. And I reckon our Semifreddo should be just about ready as well. So, just having a feel of it, you should feel it. It feels quite firm now. The longer you leave it in, the firmer your Semifreddo is going to become. So don't be scared to leave them in overnight if you have the time. But anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, they should be ready to serve anyway. So just running your knife around, then just pop it on your plate. It should just slide straight out like that. If you have a bit of trouble getting it out though, don't be scared, just give it a bit of a rub on the bottom, and that sort of puts a bit of heat in there and melts the top, and then it'll slide out again. But most times it should just come out just like that. And it's always nice just to decorate it with a bit of the poaching liquid. Just sort of lifts it a bit, and the flavour from that's fantastic as well anyway. So just a little bit over your pear. Make sure you get a few of the little raspberries in there as well. Well, I think that looks pretty good, and maybe even a touch fancy. But you've seen how easy it is to make, so don't be scared to give it a go at home. Thanks to the guys at the Ormond Family Orchard for showing us around, because I certainly learnt a lot, and I reckon you guys probably did as well. If you've missed anything tonight, be sure to jump on the website, but that's all we've got time for, so I'll see you next week. Unbelievable. All right.
I cannot work under these conditions.
Never work with kids or animals, I've always said that.